Morning, everyone. Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. This morning I'm going to share with you some beautiful poetry books that we have and some of our special poems. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Once again, Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs, and I am going to share with you some of our favorite poems and our beautiful books that we have. The first one is Treasury for All Seasons. It has poems and songs in here. Just a delight for younger children and older. I absolutely love it myself. It is a beautiful book. The illustrations are beautiful. It has different seasons in it, and it has different months that you will be able to choose from. So whatever you're celebrating, or you can just go through in a year and read all of these. They're just absolutely wonderful. Of course, it starts with the winter season and works its way back and goes into spring and into summer. And the colors, like I said, I don't know if you can see them, but it's just like watercolors. So refreshing. That watermelon looks good enough to eat. And it's just fun poetry for children. It talks to you about an overview of different poems and what it reflects and the different things they're going to talk about, the different topics and the different poems they will share. So this is beautiful. This is June. Talks about June. The sun is rich and gladly pays in golden hours and silver days. Beautiful. They're out and about. The sun is nice and orange. And it just goes through awesome poems. This was pretty for the 4th of July. I really liked this picture. It's absolutely beautiful. This is Flag Day. Oh, I guess it wasn't 4th of July. I guess this was Flag Day. I apologize for that. Hang out the flag. This is Flag Day. Hang out the flags. Watch them rise with the breeze and drop when it sags. Hang out the flags. Hang them from short poles. Hang them from long. See their bright colors shimmering strong, drifting along. Flag means our homeland, country we love. Let them sparkle in sunshine, proudly above, showing our love. Absolutely beautiful. And it just goes through, like I said, there were several. There is one in here for 4th of July. I apologize. This is one for New Year's Eve. Beautiful fireworks going off. And then these have like Kwanzaa days. That was, I think, the festival for New Year's. This is kids stuff, the waiting game, the holy boy, and it talks about the birth of Jesus. Absolutely beautiful. So that is this book by Julie Andrews. I also have a second book by her, and it's a collection of poems, songs, and lullabies. And what I like about this is in the very back, you have a CD that comes with it. And these two are just beautiful. Just a assortment of different poems, just fun things to read. This is Ducky Ditty, and it's just so pretty. The paintings on these are a little bit different. It's Talk to the Animals. So there's that one. But I'm sorry, the illustrations are just all absolutely beautiful and fantastic. You will like them. Both of these books are very beautiful. Just some great things to share with our children. I think of evenings, quiet Saturdays, tea time, just several things that we can use these books for, and do the songs and do lullabies at night. It's just peaceful. And just when it's snuggle time. I also have a couple books about nature that go by. This one is actually I got for Poetry Tea Time for my daughter, my 8th grader. And this does not have any illustrations in it. I think it has one at the beginning of each month, like June would have this picture. And then it goes through each day, and you can read the days for the day that you are on, or you can just choose special poems that you would like to read. So there's seasons, of course, because it goes by days. But just a beautiful book and has some wonderful, beautiful poems in there. So we will share that. There is also a year of nature poems. I got this from my younger one just because for the seasons and the days, I thought he would enjoy this. And my older daughter too. I mean, I love poems for whatever age. This is beautiful. This starts with January. And it just seems to go through each month. This is February, the little frogs and what they're doing. March, illustrations, like I said, are beautiful. April, of course, it has a beautiful scenery of rain coming down. May, and like I said, just each month is a blessing. It's just beautiful. So this is a great book, A Year of Nature Poems. The next 3 books I'm going to show you are all by National Geographic. This book, I'm going to start with the book of animal poetry. It's so much fun when we do our unit studies or anything that is has to do with animals. We pull this book. So this is just fun for any time, but we utilize it mainly when we're doing that. It talks about the gray goose. It talks about dust of the snow and the blackbird. And the illustrations in here, the photos in here are absolutely beautiful. What a sweet little bird. Magical words. Hurt no living thing. Look at the beautiful. Oops, let me turn it right. The bee. Absolutely beautiful. So it just goes through. I'll just do like a flip through, show you some of the beautiful, beautiful pictures. It's just awesome. Look at the raccoon. So sweet. So this is one that you will really enjoy. And like I said, it's all about animals. So it says 200 poems with photographies that squeak, soar, and roar. I'm sorry, photographs. The next one is The Poetry of the U.S., and this is by National Geographic. Also, we did this book in our morning basket for the month of July. Also, for Memorial Day and Labor Day, anytime that it just talks about our country, this, you know, they just talks about the Derby, it talks about the Hall, it talks about standing outside of Graceland. So it just covers things in the U.S. and just some great, beautiful pictures. George Washington Monument. So there's a lot of things you could use this for with your history. There's things about science. It's just wonderful. Talks about the New Year's Eve, a 21st century ball drop. So really pretty pictures. So all through here, another great book. The last one that I have is National Geographic is Book of Nature Poetry. And there are more than 200 poems with photography that float, zoom, and bloom. So this is looking through space. We are doing this unit study on the solar system. So this is a fun one. I really like this. And it has one on snow. We've put some certain ones out that we're going to be doing. It just goes through. The pictures are absolutely the Grand Canyon. I mean, just magnificent. Beautiful. And I like this because it's carved out by the Colorado River. And we are in Colorado. So anything that mentions Colorado, we love to learn about. This is Fish Rain. This is the solar eclipse. So there are just several beautiful illustrations in here. And just pictures. I mean, are amazing to me. Again, you can use this for science. When we did the unit study on butterflies, this was a beautiful to read, the butterfly tree. Also, we did the monarch flight to Mexico. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get the glare. For some reason, I always get this glare. And then this one is about dew. Beautiful books. If you haven't gotten any of these, they are so well worth your investment. And like I said, the poems in here are absolutely beautiful. The next book I want to show you is the Sing a Song of Seasons. This is absolutely, once again, a nature poem for each day of the year, and it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I shared this one with you. I don't believe I have, but the 21st storm, and it takes you through April. all of April, and then it just talks, it lists you in the very beginning of the month, the poems that they're going to have and what they're about. So this is really nice. That's a beautiful picture in the fields. That's pretty. Reminds me of when I grew up in Michigan on a farm and going by and seeing the cows and the farm animals. So much fun. So this is another wonderful book. It talks about the worms, and it talks about the spike of green and how the roots come up and the plants blossom. It's just beautiful. So that's in March. And like I said, it goes through each. Oh, look at the owl. Absolutely love this owl. A wise owl sat in an oak. The more he heard, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we all like that wise old bird? Such great poems, and just love the paintings in here. I mean, they look like a painting to me. They're just so beautiful. Watercolors and, you know, maybe a little bit of oil, but just oil colors, but just beautiful. So this is another great book filled with several different poems. The last two that I'm going to share with you, we are doing the solar system. So this is when the moon is full, a lunar year. And it goes through and it talks about the moon, and it talks about each month of the moon. So it goes through every month. And this was one of my favorite ones. Let me see what one did I read? It's so sweet. I like the beaver one also, but one of my favorite ones was The Little Raccoons in August. That's my birthday month, so I'm going to read this one. The green corn moon, moonbeam touches the cornfield, laying shadows stripe by stripe. Down the endless rows of corn, tall and green and ripe. And look at the little raccoons. They're getting their midnight snack. I'm sure the farmer may not appreciate that, but they are so hungry. And it's just really a fun book. And like I said, because we're doing solar system, this was very fitting, and we have enjoyed these so far this month. And then I have a little fun one that I got. The last one that I have is Footprints on the Moon, poems about space. And this kind of has some songs and some counting, and I thought it would be perfect for my little one. Fly me to the moon. I built a big blue rocket ship with silver stars and stripes. It flies me to the yellow moon and through the dark black night. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blast off. And just some really fun ones. And so for counting, learning to count backwards, Footprints on the Moon. It's got some cute little illustrations, cartoony looking characters. The Mars, moon, and just zoom, zoom, zoom. Really cute. So this is another one that I am using to go along with our unit study on the solar system. So I hope that you have enjoyed some of the poetry books I've shared with you. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you will be notified when I am making new videos. Thank you so much. May God richly bless your day.